Welcome to another tutorial of Lucy's Circle. Today we're going to be looking at the organization and daycare posts that you can create within Portal. So as we've seen so far, we have the ability to create organization, daycare, and program profiles. If we return to the home page for a second, or even to the search page, you see we have all these different daycares listed. For each one of these daycares, I could click the preview button and I could see one daycare at a time, such as this one, or this one, or this one. One of the cool things that you can do with individual daycares is you can click on them, go to their profile, and you see that we have a bunch of buttons. You have this ability to follow and unfollow daycares. So I'm going to be following this one from the profile so you can see what that looks like. And if we go to the Lucy platform, and we go to the Friends tab, and Daycares Following, you see these are all the individual daycares that I follow as a parent. We have all these other recommendations for daycares that are around us, and we can simply click follow to get their posts. On the parent side, the intention is that when you're on the home page, you have this tab right here called Feed. I can click on Feed, and it's going to show me all the different posts that daycares and their organizations have posted. These are a great way for daycares to be able to share information about posts, about openings, and other things like that. For example, this is Little Acorn, and we have a post here from them that is probably for the parents that have enrolled their kids within this daycare. And so on, we can see volunteer posts and other things as well. We can click on any of these and see the comment section, and we can see all the different organizations and parents that are involved in the conversation. Now, what does this look like within the Portal application so we can see how we can set it up for our own daycare? You can see that this daycare is already set up, and I'm going to be showing you what it looks like once you have already some posts on there, and then we're going to be creating one or two on a new daycare. I'm going to click on the Post tab, and you see that we have a similar feed here, but this is within the Portal application. One by one, I can see all the posts that I published. I have this one right here, and this other one, and so on. It shows us the status of each one. It shows us the broadcast level as well, so you can see that this one was published for only an individual daycare, and it shows us the daycare and the location where it was published, and it shows us the post, the comments, and so on. So all of this can be managed within the Portal application. You don't have to switch into the feed unless you're a parent. We can see also on the right hand side that we have a set of filters. So for example, if I only wanted to see the posts that were done at the organization level, I could click right here, and I could see only the 2 posts that were done for the entire organization. Likewise, I could do that for the daycare level, or I could do that for broadcast. Broadcast means that it was published for the organization and for all of its daycares. And you can see that right here in the title, where I have multiple users that are related to this post. I have the organization, I have the first daycare, and then there's 2 other daycares involved as well. I can click here where it says 3 others, and I can see the full list of collaborators involved. For each of these, you can sort them based on oldest or newest. And then the other thing that you can do is you can filter them out based on the tags that are applied for individual posts. So for example, we happen to have a tag that is for staff only. And if we go back there, now we're showing the posts that only have this internal tag of staff only. Internal tags are only for us, and then external tags are for the system and algorithm to be able to reach the parents that you're looking for. I'm going to clear all the filters, go to the post settings, and you can see right here we can manage by editing, changing the color, changing the name or description of each internal and external tag. I can also create new internal tags. There's some recommendations, which I've used them all, and the same thing applies for external tags. If I want to create a post, all I have to do is click up here, click Start Post, and all I have to do is enter a post title and enter the full post description for what I want to write. I can click Next, and now we've created a post. This post has a broadcast level. So when you publish it, it can be published at the organization level. It can be published for one of your individual daycares, or it could include either multiple daycares, or it could include all of them. For now, we're going to keep it simple, and we're just going to keep it at the organization level. And now we can add any internal details that we want about this post. We could click Add Photos, and it's going to retrieve the dry photos that we have. And I'm going to be attaching a couple of new photos from the drive. The cool thing that you can do as well is you can click and drag and you can switch the order. And then we can also add external links. So we can get some recommendations for links that are typically added. It could be a registration form, it could be an event link, it could be payment, or it could be something else. For now, I'm just going to add a dummy link just so you can see what it looks like. And I'm going to add the Lucy circle. And I'm just going to say learn more. So now this post is going to accompany the main post, the photos, and a single link. We can choose to publish this directly if we want to publish it right away, or we can also schedule the post to publish at some future date and time. This post looks ready to me, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click Publish Now, and I'm going to submit it. Now suppose we made an error and we actually want to edit it. Once a post has been posted, you can't edit it. But what we do for any kind of mistakes that you make is we allow you to unpublish the post for the first 10 minutes that it's published. I could simply click Unpublish, and it would return it to the draft state, and I could make any additional changes in case something was wrong. But this one was ready to go. So all I'm going to do in this case is I'm going to change the broadcast type so it includes all the different daycares as well, and then I'm going to publish. So you see this post has been published now. It includes the organization, and it includes 3 of the daycares. What we could do now is we could see within these daycares what this post actually looks like. So we go back to posts, and you can see the newest post has been posted right here. We could leave a reaction, and we could start the conversation with an initial comment. So for posts, you can actually comment and react as your organization and your personal account. So all you have to do is click, and now I'm switched over to my personal account when it comes to both reactions and when it comes to comments. I could leave a heart, and I could leave a comment. You can also react to individual comments, and you can reply to them as well. If we were to go back to the home page as a parent, and we go to the newsfeed, you see now we see this as the latest post, and it shows us that it was published a minute ago. So this is a great way that you can interact with parents. It allows them to stay up to date, and it allows you to promote any openings that you may have in order for them to find you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thanks for watching.